is up, Voodoo Tribe? It's your girl Naja here, and I am back with another video, and I am doing something that somebody requested me to do maybe like a year ago. And I was going to do a drink and paint today, but a lot of things happened and I really just wasn't able to do it. So I was like, you know what, I'm going to go ahead and do this idea because I haven't done it yet. And it's basically reacting to my first ever story time that I ever told on this channel in my life ever. See how far I've come, see how much things have changed. PSA, this little strap right here, yeah, it's gonna be doing that every once in a while. So if you see me fucking with this, that's what's going on. So I'm gonna be doing that today. Maybe we can all have a good kiki sesh together. So again, if you guys like me or my story times, please give this video a big thumbs up. It helps me out a lot. It helps me get noticed on this stupid ass world of YouTube, because YouTube is becoming not a positive place right now for me and a lot of other creators. We're trying to stay positive, but the odds are against us. But we know if you guys can help us out, it's all worth it. Make sure that the notification bell is hit so you get notified every time I post a video, and make sure you're subscribed, because YouTube likes to unsubscribe people from people's channels because they be on that bullshit. All right, so now that all the formalities are out the way, my first ever YouTube story time was called "He Cut Off Her Toe." And I remember this story time because it was about the time where I was trying to get a hotel room with an old friend of mine, and a girl came in and her toe was fucking cut off. I remember this like it was yesterday. So I'm just gonna go ahead, let me scoot over. I'm gonna play the video and I'm gonna be putting it on this screen as well. As you guys know, the intro that I used to use has been copyrighted. Like, YouTube's copyright laws are way more strict now. We used to be able to do 30 seconds of a song, but now we cannot at all. So I'm gonna skip the intro and just get right into the video.
Hey, my name's Naja, if you don't know. I'm going to be telling
Can we have a moment of silence for skinny Naja real quick? Like, who is she? Aw, bitch. What happened, sis? Like, oh my God. Like, at this point in my life though, this was like the weight that I'm trying to get to now. It's like not when I was super fucking skinny, because I used to be really skinny. This is like when I first started putting on a little bit of weight because I had gotten sober. Like, this is like healthy weight Naja. I want her back. I want her back. And let's peep how, you know, I was hit with the social media tags. You know, I got the voodoo child in the corner. All right, sis. Let's also talk about this backdrop. Okay, so the setting of this was when I was living with my grandma for a period of time while me and Daniel were saving up money to get our own spot. And I put a blanket behind me because I didn't have a backdrop. It was the most rigged shit ever. Like, didn't have a backdrop. And yeah, I just put that behind me. But anyway, let's get into it.
another story time.
I don't know why I said another story time, because this is like the only story time that I had on my channel at this point. I don't know if I privated something or what, but this was like the only story time I had, so I don't know what I was talking about.
Like I said in my other video, these story times are completely 100% real. My life is crazy as hell. I just don't have anybody to tell these stories to. I am no longer friends with any of these people in this video, so I'm just, hold on, camera, what are you doing, girl?
Some things never change. The camera still be fucking up. And another thing to notice how quiet I'm talking. I was not very, and a lot of people always DM me and ask me like, hey, I want to start a YouTube channel. How do I get more comfortable with talking in front of the camera? Like, I'm really shy, I'm really quiet. Trust me, you're not alone. Like, even the most outspoken person could come off very fucking cringy on camera, on a YouTube video. Like, it's just something that you learn. Everybody starts out being uncomfortable and quiet because you're sitting in a room talking to a fucking camera. Like, it takes time for you to feel like you're talking to people. Like, peak game, I was very quiet. Like, I was whispering in that guest room, child.
These people in this video anymore, so I'm just gonna give them nicknames. One of them was my best friend for like 12 years, and we ended up falling out, and Leo. And then there was a girl as well, and we're gonna call her Pisces. It was Leo's birthday was coming up. I think it was like his, I don't know, like his 20th birthday, maybe 19th, I'm not sure.
We also have a moment of silence for those nails, sis. Like, I don't ever get my nails done anymore. Like the most I'll do is go to the salon and get a pedicure, but like I don't be spending my money on that dumb shit. It's so crazy how like when you have the least amount of money, you spend your money on the dumbest shit. Because at this point in life, I was trying to save up to get out my grandma's house, and I'm still over here going to the nail salon getting a full acrylic gel set. Like, really, sis? Really, past Naja? Oh, and that nose ring that I'm wearing used to turn the whole inside of my nose green. Oh my God, like, and then my hair is damaged as fuck. Like, oh, I'm so glad I cut my hair.
I'm pretty sure 20th though, because I was of age at the time. I think I was about 18. On his 18th birthday, yeah, it had to have been his 20th, because on his 18th birthday he had a hotel party, a whole bunch of people showed up. It was awesome. So he wanted to do the same thing this year.
T, that party that I was talking about where like, yeah, everybody showed up, it was awesome. T, we actually went to like this hotel. It was infamously known for prostitution and all that shit, and because my friend at the time did not want to get a fine for smoking because everybody smoked at that time, he got a smoking room. The room reeked of cigarettes. Like nobody wanted to spend the night at the hotel because it smelled so bad. It smelled so bad that I did stay the night because I was my best friend. I wasn't gonna be like those other bougie ass bitches, but I was still bougie enough to not sleep on the bed. I brought my own blankets. I drove home and got some blankets, and there was like this little like you know how sometimes they'll have like those little side benches, like cushion benches against the window. I slept on that with my blankets, and like I remember coming home the following day and my mom being like, oh, you smell like cigarettes. Like the party was lit, but it wasn't, you get what I'm saying. You get what I'm saying. But for at the time of people our age just turning 19, I was 18 at the time, like it was lit, I guess.
But the only thing about that is that at this time our jobs were like so we couldn't really throw in on something expensive anyway. Decided,
I'm mad I threw in a meme. Some things just never change, bitch. That's just that settle down, broke ass bitches.
To go to some little piece of shit ass hotel so we can throw a party. Now, I live on at the time, I lived on the good side of town. I still don't live in the shitty side of town. I'm just saying, like at the time, I lived on the good side of town. But there's always bad parts within good parts. Where the hotels are, there's like a lot of hotels on like this one little strip. And that's basically like the back page area where there's a lots of like prostitution and like shit like that. Now that I look back, like why did I not think this was gonna happen? Like
bro, I am so fucking cringy. Like I was so fucking cringy to watch. I'm just like, yeah, and then why did I not think anything was gonna happen? Like, bitch. I was so fucking cringy. I don't see how I didn't get fucking bullied. Oh my God, okay. And then this music is so fucking loud. Like, I'm speaking so quiet and this music is loud as fuck. Like, come on now, sis. You could have adjusted the volume.
We went to the La Quinta. La Quinta, don't come for me. Don't try to sue me. Get your location in check. Get your location in check. We went to the La Quinta and we walk in. Just normal, casual. We go up there like, hi, like, you know, how much for one night, 2 beds, or whatever. Like, depending on how nice it was, we were gonna see if we were gonna crash, if we got too messed up or whatever. It was casual. She showed us prices, whatever. Girl, out of nowhere, all we hear is me, Leo, and Pisces was just standing there like,
yo. I even put that in the video and I still didn't laugh. Like, I don't even know how people like prefer my story times, because we start off at a rocky start. Like, okay.
Like, did we all just hear the same thing? It happens again. What happened after this? Just, we look at the door. And there is this skinny, malnourished looking woman with a mini skirt on, like a little bra top. And she ain't got no toe. Toe is cut the fuck off, bitch. Toe is leaking.
Oh my, let's just say cut that bitch on freestyle. I cannot.
So much. Like, oh my, I didn't know what to do. What the fuck? We look at the desk clerk. You know what she does? She's like,
ah shit, here we go again.
this stud came out, and she was like,
"What's up, baby? What's going on?"
She was like,
look, not gonna lie, the stud girlfriend that came out was, she was looking good or whatever. She was looking good or whatever. And I'm not really like into like tomboyish or like boyish type of girls. That's my preference. I would prefer girly girls, but every once in a while, a particular stud will just like catch me off guard, and I'll be like, I am attracted to you. This, okay. Let me get back to the story.
and the stud was like, look at the girl with the blood squirting profusely out of her fucking foot.
Not again. I'll call the ambulance.
Definitely send the ambulance.
Why y'all acting so casual about this? You gonna call the ambulance? I'm not gonna ask her like what's wrong, but then at the same time I wasn't asking any of these questions. Leo wasn't asking any of these questions. Pisces was looking shit. Like, I can't really blame anybody else for not wanting to be involved.
The funny thing about this whole situation is that it was me, Leo, and Pisces. And Leo and Pisces, some of you guys have always asked me with my story times, like, did certain people get along? Like, even though I was affiliated with all these people, did they get along with each other? And I will say this, Leo didn't like Pisces, but I feel like it was mainly a jealousy thing, because when me and Libra became friends, Leo was on some real like two-faced ass shit because he felt like he was being replaced. Like, Leo was just a very jealous type of friend. So honestly, I've noticed like when we would get fucked up and stuff and Pisces was there, like in his fucked up or high or drunken or whatever, he would be cordial and he would kiki with her and shit. I noticed that Pisces didn't really care for Leo that much, like, because she had all these other friends going on. She really just did not really care for him, but she was still nice to him. Libra did not like Leo or Pisces at all. Mainly really did not like Pisces because she thought Pisces was like a bad influence on me or whatever, and she just never liked Leo because Leo used to give us hell for being friends when we first started being friends. Have all three of them been in a room at the same time trying to get along? Nope, never did it. Because I'm one of those people where it's just like, when I tell somebody I don't like somebody, I'm not gonna make you not be their friend, but respect me enough to not put me in that circle. You get what I'm saying? Like, if you want to hang out with me, hang out with me. Don't hang out with me and the bitch you know I don't like. So I've never really put people in that type of situation. You get what I'm saying? To like be forced to be around certain people. The only times where these people have ever interacted is if it was like, okay, I want to introduce you to my friend, and then when I notice it doesn't work, it doesn't work. The only reason why I knew that certain people didn't like each other is because they would like tell me like, oh, I don't see why you hang out with her, or I don't see why you fuck with him. Like, so because a lot of people would always ask me like, do these people intermingle? So that's the answer to that.
Oh, the girl limps in and she's crying and screaming and like being dramatic. Well, not dramatic, her fucking toes cut off. She's limping towards us, and there was a soda machine. You had to pay for some soda. So Pisces was like, I'm gonna buy her a soda so she can put it on her toe.
Bruh.
Bitch, that's her toe. Like, not like
Right.
it was.
What is a soda gonna, that's one thing I'll never get till this day. What is compressing a cold can of soda on an open, squirting, obviously hit a fucking vein of some sort? What is that gonna do?
A bruise or anything. Like, her limb, her toe is gone. You can't put a soda can on that toe, that nub. So, but as she was hopping towards us to take the soda, I looked in her eyes and her pupils were like big as hell. So I was like,
Excellent editing.
she takes the soda and the clerk was like,
You need to get something to clean yourself up, like you're leaking everywhere.
so she hopped to the bathroom. The second she got in the bathroom, her ass stopped crying. She wasn't crying no more. I'm like, this girl is high on something to the point where she cannot feel. So I asked the clerk, I'm like, is this normal? Like, what the fuck? Like, y'all are really calm. And she was just like,
Yeah, I mean, shit, around here we see that a lot. Like, if you try to run away from your pimp, they'll cut your toe off. You try to steal from your pimp, they'll cut your finger off.
My thing that I never got about that is like that area, like even today is still the same. Like, it's very prostitute ran and stuff like that, pimp prostitute area. What I don't get though is like, why don't you have security in your building? Because you know that that shit goes around, you know that shit's gonna happen. Because y'all, like, you gotta be ignorant to think that these people that own these hotel establishments around prostitution and drug dealing and shit are not aware that people paying for rooms are doing certain things. You're supposed to report it, but you know, a lot of these people won't, because they know that nobody, no regular ass person gonna wanna stay in these hotels. The least you could do is have a cop or a security guard in the lobby. Like, you get what I'm saying?
I was like, oh, okay. So I'm just thinking in my head, she probably got her toe cut off trying to run away, and then her pimp was like, you
Need to go to the doctor, but I'm not calling.
Not a pimp named
She
Slip
popped her little high ass over here, and then got us to call the ambulance, and then went to the bathroom and was like, yeah.
Hot ass mess.
Then this bitch at the front desk.
So do y'all still want to stay here?
No, we don't want to fucking stay here. She really asked if we still wanted a room. She really asked.
Bold.
Are you kidding me? We're like, yeah, fuck this shit. We gotta go.
Okay, so I didn't finish that story, so I'm gonna finish it right now. So we were like, okay, we need to go, right? That's so crazy. I didn't even tell the whole fucking story. So, like, okay, it's time to go. But as we're leaving, the fucking fire truck and the ambulance show up, right? And they all park in front of the hotel and blocking us in. So we get out of the hotel trying to get to Leo's car, and there's a fire truck parked right, like, here's Leo's car, and then here's the fire truck. We can't go forward because there's a median, and we can't go back because there's a fire truck. So we walked up to the cop, and I was like, hey, excuse me, his car is right there, like, is there any way that they could scoot up? And the cop looked at us as if I just said, hey, do you think you could grant my friend clemency? Like, that's how he looked at me, like as if I came up to him and was like, hey, do you mind if I hold your gun so I can go do target practice out back? I just asked a simple ass question. He looked at me crazy as fuck. Then his partner came up and was like, look, this is an ongoing thing. Y'all are just gonna have to wait. We're not moving the fire trucks. Once they're parked, they're parked. You're just gonna have to wait. So I'm like, bruh, okay, great. Mind you, Leo is trying to get an attitude. Pisces, y'all know how she used to act around cops in my old story times that I would tell. So she's kind of just like, wow, that's just like so insensitive that they would just blah, blah, blah. And I regrouped them. I'm like, look, Leo has some stuff in his car. My purse is in that car, and I have some stuff. Be cool, bitch. Be fucking cool, okay? So we just had to sit our asses there and wait. That shit took like 45 minutes. They got her old bloody ass on the stretcher, put her into the ambulance, and then because Pisces made that comment, tell me why the fire truck lingered for an extra fucking like 30 minutes after they already hauled the girl off to the hospital. So finally they fucking leave. We hop in the car and we're just like, dude, fuck this place. Fuck any hotels over here, fuck the police, fuck the firefighters. Let's just go park somewhere and smoke a blunt because this has been too fucking much, okay? So yeah, that is me, my reaction to my old story times. I was a hot ass mess. I really wish I would have opened up more, and I really wish that I would have given it my all with certain stories, because I feel like, just like for example, this story, there was way more to the story, and I should have really like went into details and like made it a little bit more juicier with, like, you know, lowering the fucking music for one. Stop with the cheesy ass pictures on the screen and shit. Like, they weren't funny, it was just dumb. Like, I don't know, I really wish back then I would have like went my all. Like, obviously it was a very popular story time to you guys because it had 30,000 views, but it's just like, I feel like I could have done better. I really wish old Naja would have like went all out. Like, the first story time that I actually went all out was the running off on the plug and the, no, fuck the running off on the plug, because that one was funny, but I was still like whispering and shit. The one where I went all out was the my first ever party story time, and then the part 2 of the first ever party story time. That's where I feel like I went like all out, not full potential, but I fucking like broke the barrier from being shy in front of the camera and stuff like that. What do you guys think? What is your favorite story time of mine? Watching this, if you're a YouTuber, do you feel a little bit better about like starting a channel and seeing like, we don't all start out with the backdrops and the plaque and the plants and the ring light and the, like, we don't all start off all energetic and shit. Like, everybody starts off pretty much the same, just that kid sitting in their bedroom, you know? Like, it's nothing, nobody just turns into something overnight. You get what I'm saying? Like, and I'm not talking about numbers and views. I'm talking about like your energy that you're portraying on this platform. Like, nobody does that overnight, and you shouldn't try to beat yourself up to do that. All right, guys, let me know if you like this video. Again, please leave me a comment with your favorite story time that I've ever done. I would love to kiki with you guys and reminisce about it, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.